Hello friends, how are you all doing? My name is Shaz, short for Shahrazad, and I love colorful makeup and finance. And today in this channel we have another financial topic. It's a super exciting topic. If you all follow the news, you know that our president yesterday announced the Federal Student Loan Relief Program, which means that some of you all who have federal student loans can have part of your loans or all of your loans forgiven if those loans are government loans. In this video, first we're going to talk about a time-sensitive change to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, and then we're going to answer 3 questions. What does the government relief entail? Who qualifies for the program? And how to apply for the program. For my eye look today, I'm going to use this palette called Follow Your Dreams from Saints, Angels, and Sinners in collaborations with Smink. I'm not going to say the full name. I'm probably going to butcher it, but super beautiful palette. And if all of that sounds good to you, let's go into the video. Fluffy brush and go into this flamingo shade. Yeah, so friends, I can't tell you how envious I am because I had to pay all of my student loans myself. Thankfully, I don't have any student loans anymore. I paid them all off, but I have paid a hefty amount of student loan in the past because I want to make sure any one of you who can be eligible for this is taking advantage of this. I'm expediting this video and I'm going to try to edit it and put it on my channel today. If you're a borrower who works in public service, meaning you work for a nonprofit, you work for the military, you work for federal, state, or local government, you could qualify to have all of your student loan forgiven. So not just a portion of it, but the whole entirety of your loan. There is a time limit to this offer from the government, and you need to pass a certain qualification. So to see if you qualify for this full entire forgiveness of loan, there is a website that the White House has where you can go and apply to see if you qualify. I'll put the website down in the description box below. This is a time-limited offer from the government. You have until the end of October, so October 31st, to go on that website and apply. And if you submit your application November 1st, you have missed the opportunity. The application is probably already going to be closed by then. So because we're about 9 weeks away from this, I wanted to put this announcement at the very beginning just to make sure anybody who qualifies for this, please go ahead and apply just in case you qualify, to make sure that you can take advantage of this opportunity. Of course, it's a super exciting opportunity to have all of your loan forgiven, so you don't have to worry anymore about having debt. Let me go into this color and deepen out a little bit my outer V area. So as part of this debt relief program, the government has agreed to forgive up to $20,000 in federal student loans for people who pass a certain criteria that we're going to talk about in a minute. Let me explain a little bit more about what this up to $20,000 exactly mean. Regardless of the type of federal student loan that you have, the government will look at your student loan and forgive up to $10,000 of it, if you pass those criteria that we're going to talk about in a second. But if you specifically have Pell Grants from the government will forgive beyond just $10,000 and will try to forgive as much as it can, up to $20,000. That means that the amount the government is going to forgive is capped at the amount of your debt. So for example, if you have $12,000 of debt of federal student loans with the government isn't going to hand you $20,000. The government is going to just pay that $12,000, and so that you're no longer going to have any more loans or any more debt to the government. It essentially means that the government is just going to pay your whole debt off if your debt is less than $20,000. Of course, remember that $20,000 is for Pell Grant owners. If you have other kinds of loans, the cap amount is $10,000. You're qualified for this forgiveness program if your student loans are federal student loans. There is also this other category of student loans that are private student loans. Those loans do not qualify for this forgiveness program. So if you have private student loans, you still owe debt on those loans, and the government can't do a whole lot about that. But if you have a combination of federal student loans and private student loans, this program applies to the federal student loans that you have. And the second criteria for this loan forgiveness program is your annual income. If you are an individual, you need to make less than $125,000 annually to be qualified. And if you're married, you need to make less than $250,000 jointly. And again, if you received Pell Grants, you will be eligible for up to $20,000 of forgiveness. If you did not receive Pell Grants and you have other types of federal loans, you only are eligible for $10,000 of forgiveness. Now I'm going to go into these two colors, and I'm going to go under my lower lash line. It's pretty easy to apply. If the government has your data on file, then they will just go ahead and forgive your loan. And if the government does not have your data on file, there is an application where you can go and fill out your information so that the government can use to forgive your loans. The application at the moment is unavailable. It's going to become available in the upcoming weeks. However, there's a website from the Department of Education where you can sign up with your email to get notified with any changes or when the application becomes available. If you don't know whether the government has your income information on file, you should also file the application just to make sure that they do. I'm gonna go into this color called Fantasy. I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful, I want to say multichrome. Look at that. And I'm gonna quickly tap in this area. I'm also gonna use a little bit of Euphoria in my inner corner. Friends, I hope this video was helpful. I'm gonna put a summary of what we learned on the screen. My eye look is done. I'm gonna bring the camera closer so that you can take a close-up of this eye look. I hope this information was helpful. Thanks so much for being here with me. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my channel. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up in this channel, both about makeup and finance. Thanks again. I love you all, and until next time. Bye.